Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Thomas Kingston, the husband of Gabriella Windsor.
Thomas Kingston, husband of Lady Gabriella Windsor, died mysteriously in a locked building with many suspicions. Royal fans are asking, will 2024 be a disastrous year for the British royal family? In just the first few months of the year, the world received at least 3 shocking news from Kensington Palace, from the fact that both Kate and King Charles had cancer to the grisly death of Thomas Kingston. Even though many months have passed, Thomas Kingston's death remains a mystery, and today the whole truth has been revealed. Please stay calm to wait for shocking details in this case. Thomas Kingston's sudden and tragic death in February 2024 shocked his family, friends, and a broader circle of acquaintances who had come to know and love him. As news of his passing spread, many were left grappling with the unexpected loss of a man who had made a significant impact on those around him. Shortly after Thomas's death, his family released a heartfelt public statement to address the tragic news. "It is with the deepest sorrow that we announce the death of Thomas Kingston, our beloved husband, son, and brother," the statement, obtained by People magazine, began. Tom was an exceptional man who lit up the lives of all who knew him. His death has come as a great shock to the whole family, and we ask you to respect our privacy as we mourn his passing. The Kingston family's statement conveyed the profound grief and disbelief that had enveloped them. Thomas, often described as a vibrant and generous spirit, had an extraordinary ability to connect with people from all walks of life. His untimely death left a void that those who knew him felt deeply. Initially, reports from various media outlets, including People, indicated that Thomas's death was not suspicious. This initial assurance provided some comfort to his loved ones, suggesting that his passing was a tragic accident or the result of natural causes. However, as days turned into weeks, the narrative surrounding Thomas Kingston's death began to take a more concerning turn. Speculation and rumors started to circulate, fueled by the lack of detailed information about the circumstances of his death. Some wondered if there was more to the story than initially reported. The Kingston family, already grappling with their immense loss, found themselves at the center of a whirlwind of conjecture and unsolicited inquiries. Close friends and family members who had been in contact with Thomas in the days leading up to his death began to recount their last interactions with him. While many remembered him as his usual cheerful self, some noted that he had seemed unusually preoccupied and stressed. These observations, coupled with the absence of a clear cause of death, added to the growing sense of unease. Adding to the complexity of the situation were Thomas's recent professional and personal achievements. He had recently received a promotion at work, celebrated a significant milestone with his wife, and was looking forward to several exciting projects in the coming months. His sudden death, occurring during what appeared to be a peak period in his life, seemed all the more perplexing and tragic. As the speculation grew, the family found it increasingly difficult to maintain their privacy. Media outlets and social media users alike were eager for more information, often disregarding the family's request for space and respect during their time of mourning. The situation became a delicate balancing act for Kingston, who wanted to honor Thomas's memory without succumbing to the pressures of public scrutiny. Despite the challenges, the Kingston family remained steadfast in their desire to focus on celebrating Thomas's life and the positive impact he had on those around him. They organized a memorial service that highlighted his achievements, his loving nature, and his dedication to his family and friends. Stories of his kindness, his enthusiasm for life, and his unwavering support for others were shared, painting a picture of a man whose legacy would endure despite his premature passing. In the weeks that followed, the family's statement and the public's continued interest in Thomas's death prompted authorities to provide a more detailed account of the circumstances. It was eventually clarified that Thomas's death had indeed been the result of a sudden medical condition, one that had gone undiagnosed and was unfortunately discovered too late. This clarification helped to quell some of the rumors and allowed those who knew him to begin the difficult process of coming to terms with his loss. On February 29, 2024, an official from the Gloucestershire Coroner's Court informed Us Weekly that an investigation into Kingston's death would be conducted. The official statement read, "Please be advised that HM Senior Coroner for Gloucestershire, Ms. Katie Scarrett, will conduct the opening of the inquest into the death of Mr. Thomas Henry Robin Kingston." Despite this announcement, there were no immediate indications of foul play. Senior Coroner Katie Scarrett's testimony shed light on the tragic circumstances surrounding Kingston's death. She provided a detailed account of the events leading up to the discovery of his body. According to Scarrett, the day had started normally. Kingston had lunch with his father, which was a routine and seemingly mundane part of their day. However, this was to be the last normal interaction they would share. After lunch, Kingston's father decided to take the family dog for a walk. It was during this brief period that the situation began to unfold. Upon his return home, he noticed something was amiss. Kingston was not in the house, which struck him as odd given the short duration of his absence. After approximately 30 minutes of searching and calling out for his son with no response, Kingston's mother became increasingly concerned. The atmosphere of unease grew heavier as time passed without any sign of Thomas. Kingston's father, driven by rising worry, took the decisive step of forcing entry into a locked building on their property when repeated calls went unanswered. It was here that he made the grim discovery. Thomas Kingston was found deceased, having sustained a catastrophic head injury. The details of this injury were not elaborated upon in the initial report, leaving the precise nature of the incident shrouded in mystery. The inquest into Kingston's death aimed to uncover the facts surrounding this tragic event. The opening of the inquest was a critical step in understanding what led to such a devastating outcome. Coroner Scarrett's role was to meticulously piece together the events, gather testimonies, and analyze evidence to determine the cause and circumstances of Kingston's death. The community and Kingston's family were left in a state of shock and mourning. The sudden and violent nature of his death was a heavy blow. Friends, neighbors, and acquaintances expressed their condolences and shared memories of Kingston, painting a picture of a beloved individual whose life was tragically cut short. Inquests such as this are vital for providing closure to grieving families and ensuring that all possible angles are explored. The absence of initial indications of foul play did not rule out any possibilities, and the investigation was crucial for ruling out or confirming any suspicions. The thorough and transparent process of the coroner's court was designed to serve the interests of justice and truth, providing a comprehensive account of the events leading to Kingston's untimely death. As the investigation progressed, more details were expected to emerge, potentially shedding light on the factors contributing to Kingston's fatal head injury. The community awaited further information with bated breath, hoping for clarity and understanding in the wake of such a sorrowful event. Between his past relationship with Pippa Middleton and his marriage to Lady Gabriella Windsor, Thomas Kingston was deeply enmeshed within the royal family. His untimely death sent ripples through this close-knit community, prompting expressions of sorrow from some of the most prominent figures in the British monarchy. King Charles and Queen Camilla acknowledged Kingston's passing in a heartfelt statement. "The King and the Queen have been informed of Thomas's death and join Prince and Princess Michael of Kent and all those who knew him in grieving a much-loved member of the family," read the statement. "In particular, their Majesties send their most heartfelt thoughts and prayers to Gabriella and to all the Kingston family." Kingston's funeral, held on March 12, 2024 at St. James's Palace, was a somber yet dignified affair, reflecting the high regard in which he was held. The historic setting of St. James's Palace added a layer of solemnity to the proceedings, with its centuries-old walls bearing silent witness to another chapter in the royal family's storied history. The service drew nearly 150 close friends and family members, underscoring the impact Kingston had on those around him. Lady Gabriella Windsor, Thomas Kingston's wife, was the focal point of the service, supported by her family and friends as she navigated the grief of losing her husband. Gabriella, often seen at public events with grace and poise, displayed immense strength during the ceremony, despite the obvious pain of her loss. Among the notable guests was Prince William, who attended without his wife, Kate Middleton. It was later revealed that Kate was undergoing chemotherapy, a fact that had been kept private until then. Prince William's presence underscored the bond shared between Kingston and the royal family. His attendance, despite his own family's challenges, was a testament to the deep respect and affection held for Kingston. The absence of King Charles III and Queen Camilla was keenly felt. Both had recently been diagnosed with cancer, and their health struggles prevented them from attending the funeral. Their message of condolence, however, was a poignant reminder of their connection to Kingston and their empathy for his grieving family. Kingston's life was celebrated by those who knew him best. The eulogies painted a picture of a man who was kind, dedicated, and deeply loved by those around him. His past relationship with Pippa Middleton was a notable chapter in his life, and though their romance did not last, it left an indelible mark on both their lives. Pippa, sister to the future Queen Consort Kate Middleton, was not present at the funeral, but it was widely reported that she sent her condolences and support to Gabriella during this difficult time. As the service progressed, memories and anecdotes about Kingston's life were shared, highlighting his contributions to his family and his unwavering support for Gabriella. Despite not having children, Kingston and Gabriella's bond was described as deep and unbreakable, a union built on mutual respect and love. The ceremony concluded with a final farewell at the palace's chapel, where attendees paid their last respects. The atmosphere was heavy with grief, but also filled with a sense of appreciation for having known Thomas Kingston. The legacy he left behind was one of warmth, generosity, and a life well lived, albeit too short. In the days following the funeral, the royal family continued to rally around Gabriella, providing her with the support and comfort she needed. The public also expressed their condolences, with many sending messages of sympathy and support through various channels. The collective mourning highlighted the unique position Kingston held within the royal circle, bridging personal and public spheres with grace. When talking about Lady Gabriella and Thomas Kingston's connection to the royal family, we can't help but talk about their epic wedding. Lady Gabriella Windsor, despite not being in the public eye as much as some of her more famous relatives, holds a unique position within the British royal family. As the daughter of Prince Michael of Kent, she is intrinsically linked to the core of the monarchy. Prince Michael, though not a senior royal, was the first cousin of the late Queen Elizabeth II, and their relationship was notably close. This connection ensured that the Queen and her immediate family played a significant role in Gabriella's upbringing, embedding her deeply in the royal family's traditions and values. Lady Gabriella's royal lineage is significant, yet her role within the family is shaped by the status of her parents as non-working royals. This distinction means that unlike senior royals who perform official duties and represent the monarchy on a global stage, Lady Gabriella leads a relatively private life, free from the obligations that come with being at the forefront of royal duties. Her position as 56th in line to the throne, as noted in a 2024 report by People, reflects her distance from the primary line of succession, further reinforcing her non-working royal status. Growing up, Lady Gabriella was exposed to the royal family's inner circle, attending numerous family events and ceremonies that shaped her understanding of her heritage. Her father, Prince Michael of Kent, shared a special bond with Queen Elizabeth II, fostering a close-knit environment in which Gabriella was raised. This proximity to the Queen and her immediate family provided Gabriella with a unique perspective on royal life, one that blended the grandeur of monarchy with the warmth of familial bonds. Despite her lower profile, Lady Gabriella has participated in several significant royal events that have garnered the attention of royal watchers. Her appearances at major family occasions, such as Trooping the Colour and the annual Christmas gathering at Sandringham, have highlighted her presence within the royal fold. These events, steeped in tradition and history, showcase the continuity and unity of the royal family, with Gabriella playing her part alongside her more prominent relatives. Lady Gabriella's life, while not dominated by public duties, has also been marked by personal achievements and pursuits. Educated at prestigious institutions, she has carved out a career that reflects her interests and passions. She earned a BA degree in Comparative Literature and Hispanic Studies from Brown University, and later obtained a master's degree in Social Anthropology from the University of Oxford. Her academic background underscores a commitment to intellectual exploration and cultural understanding, aspects that have shaped her professional endeavors. In her professional life, Gabriella has worked in various fields, including publishing and public relations. Her roles have often aligned with her interests in literature and the arts, allowing her to contribute meaningfully while maintaining her privacy. This balance between professional achievement and personal discretion characterizes her approach to life, setting her apart from the more visible members of the royal family. In May 2019, Lady Gabriella Windsor stepped into the limelight with her own royal wedding to Thomas Kingston, marking a significant moment within the British royal family. Although their nuptials were not televised, they nonetheless drew a notable gathering of esteemed guests, highlighting Lady Gabriella's deep-rooted connections within royal circles. Among the distinguished attendees were Lady Gabriella's parents, Prince and Princess Michael of Kent, whose presence underscored the familial support and significance of the occasion. Also in attendance was Lady Gabriella's brother, Lord Frederick Windsor, accompanied by his wife, Sophie Winkleman, an accomplished actor who transitioned seamlessly into the royal family. The wedding festivities were further graced by the presence of several senior royals, adding a regal touch to the event. Queen Elizabeth II, the late matriarch of the royal family, radiated joy in a floral dress paired with a striking fuchsia coat and matching fascinator, a moment captured in a photograph by the Daily Mail. Her presence at St. George's Chapel, within the grounds of Windsor Castle, held a poignant symbolism, as the chapel itself is part of the castle that bears her family name. Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, shared in the celebrations alongside his wife, exuding his trademark warmth and charm. Their attendance not only honored Lady Gabriella, but also reaffirmed the ties that bind generations of the royal family together in moments of joy and celebration. The wedding guest list further showcased the breadth of Lady Gabriella's connections within royal and societal circles. Prince Harry and Princess Beatrice, both known for their close-knit relationships with their extended family, attended the ceremony, adding to the familial atmosphere. Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York, brought her own flair to the occasion, embodying the spirited presence that has long characterized her interactions with the royal family. The Middleton family, well known for their close ties to the monarchy through Kate Middleton's marriage to Prince William, also graced the event with their presence. Their attendance highlighted the interconnectedness of various branches within the extended royal family, marking Lady Gabriella's wedding as a moment of unity and celebration. A poignant moment captured in a video published by the Daily Mail depicted Queen Elizabeth II waving warmly at the newlyweds as they departed from the chapel, encapsulating the familial joy and support surrounding Lady Gabriella and Thomas Kingston. The scene underscored the Queen's personal connection to the bride and her family, further emphasizing the significance of the occasion within the royal calendar. For Lady Gabriella Windsor, her wedding day was not just a private affair, but a public affirmation of her place within the royal family's intricate tapestry. The absence of televised coverage did not diminish the event's importance. Rather, it allowed for an intimate gathering of loved ones and dignitaries, united in celebrating the union of two individuals amidst the historic surroundings of Windsor Castle. In the aftermath of the wedding, Lady Gabriella continued to navigate her life with a blend of royal tradition and personal pursuits. Her wedding day remains a cherished memory, a testament to her heritage and the enduring bonds that define her place within the royal family. As she and Thomas Kingston embarked on their journey together, supported by family and friends, they carried forward the legacy of unity and grace that marked their special day at St. George's Chapel. Thomas Kingston's life journey was marked by diverse experiences that shaped his career and personal path, leading him from the intensity of diplomatic service in Iraq to a significant connection with the British royal family and a transition into the world of finance. After completing his studies in economic history, Kingston embarked on a diplomatic career that took him to Iraq, where he played a crucial role in reconciliation efforts amidst the turmoil of conflict. His work with the International Center for Reconciliation included serving as a hostage negotiator, a role that placed him in the midst of danger and uncertainty. Recounting their time together in Iraq, Canon Andrew White, a former minister of St. George's Church, described the perilous conditions they faced. "We were regularly caught up in IED, improvised explosive device attacks. Cars would blow up in front of us and we would just move on." This harrowing environment required constant vigilance, with Kingston and his colleagues protected by a security detail of 35 armed guards at all times. During his tenure in Iraq, Kingston formed a significant bond with Prince Michael of Kent, his future father-in-law. Their collaboration extended to meaningful projects, including efforts to locate and maintain the gravesite of Prince Michael's family members on the Mount of Olives. This shared endeavor underscored Kingston's commitment to bridging cultural divides and honoring historical legacies amid challenging circumstances. Upon returning to the United Kingdom, Kingston transitioned into the financial sector, leveraging his skills and experiences in new domains. By 2017, he had assumed a pivotal role as one of two directors at Devonport Capital, a strategic move that reflected his aptitude for navigating complex financial landscapes. Later, he became a co-owner within the firm, contributing to its growth and operational success. Despite his shift in career focus, Kingston's time in Iraq continued to influence his approach to life and work. Described by friends as enigmatic and thoughtful, he retained a cautious demeanor that reflected the lessons learned in high-stakes negotiations and conflict zones. "He's careful. Perhaps it's a legacy from the work he was doing in Iraq," remarked one of Kingston's acquaintances to The Telegraph, highlighting the enduring impact of his earlier experiences on his character and decision-making. What do you think about the sudden and tragic death of Thomas Kingston? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.